All right, what's up, guys, and welcome back to another Mfren podcast. So it's been a while since I've filmed a podcast. So I was gonna do a 2022 year in review podcast. And I was gonna have it upload on New Year's Eve when I was up in Peterborough, where I was for New Year's with my girlfriend and a bunch of her friends from school and all their boyfriends and a bunch of other people too as well. As you can see, I got the Canada World and States World Junior quarterfinal game on right now. Apparently, U.S. just scored to make it 3-3, so I guess they're challenging if that one is goaltender interference. So just something to have on the background. I have it muted also, by the way. So I don't know if that is goaltender interference, but also, what is number 3 doing in the back of the net? Take your stick out. Well, I guess we'll see if that's a goal or not. But as you can see, by the Happy Dad shirt, I got this for Christmas. For my mom, and then along with a Happy Dad beanie too as well. And then you can also guess what that means. So we finally got some Happy Dad, so I'm gonna try it here for the podcast. Guess we'll see what they have. But I'm trying some watermelon right now. So I actually ended up getting 4-packs. So my sister actually and my mom, when they went to New York 2 weeks ago for New York City trip, they actually brought me back some because I asked for it for Christmas. So they brought back the assorted pack, a whole pack of fruit punch, which in my opinion is the best flavor. Fruit punch and lemon lime are my top favorites. And I think watermelon and wild cherry are like my tied for not like my least favorites, but like in I guess in order of flavor that I like. Let's see what they're calling it. I think it's gonna be a good goal. No goal. Wow, maybe they got screwed. I mean, well, that's a huge break for you, Canada, because they were literally down 2-0 in this game. So we'll crack open the Happy Dad watermelon. It's pretty good. I really like it. I really like Happy Dad a lot. Yeah, this episode of the podcast is sponsored by Happy Dad. Happy Dad. Want a nice, refreshing, cool seltzer with electrolytes to end off your day? Drink Happy Dad, only $19.95. Available at your local Happy Dad distillery or whatever. Watch US just score right here. Anyways, I'll try not to get distracted by that. But to start off the podcast, I'll just go through like my top 5 moments of 2022, and then we'll just go from there. And kind of like give an update on why I haven't been making videos in a while, because mostly it's just been hockey stuff, and I uploaded that Call of Duty video about was it last week? I think it was. I don't even know. This is no in specific order or anything like that. It's just like my top 5 moments of the year. So I guess we'll start off with concerts. I went to a lot of concerts. Me and Natalie went to about like 4 together, I think. I saw Future Islands back in May. Then we also saw 5 Seconds of Summer, Dua Lipa, Glass Animals for my birthday. And then I also went in, I think it was end of September or beginning of October with Josh to go see Jack Harlow. The same place where I saw Glass Animals too. So concerts were really good. I think my favorite was probably, I think I'd probably have to say Glass Animals, because they're one of my top 5 favorite bands. And they're also in my Spotify Wrapped. They were my top. They were my second top artist of the year. Hoodie Allen is still my number 1, but he did a concert or tour this summer, but he didn't go to Toronto. He only went to Detroit, which is like the closest place to me. But I unfortunately wasn't able to go to that. But hopefully he'll come back to Canada soon. Hopefully, I know he said he's planning to release a new album, I think in the next before like the midway point of this year, I think now. But yeah, definitely want to go to some more concerts. I could have gone to Kendrick Lamar for my birthday, but the tickets were just they weren't too expensive, but I just had other plans for my birthday instead. So maybe we'll see. Maybe I'll see Kendrick Lamar again next year if he comes to Toronto again soon, or if he's on like a tour with someone else. Yeah, concert was really fun. I really liked the Future Islands one at History Theater, because I've never been there before, but I actually really liked that theater. It was pretty cool actually. It was a great environment too as well, and Future Islands put on a good a good concert there. Um, and then secondly, going to all the sporting events. Went to the Sabres and Leafs Heritage Classic game in Hamilton, which actually is a really, really fun video. It's on my channel if you want to go watch it. Then when me, my dad, and brother went to see Buffalo play in Toronto back in middle of April. And then we saw the last Sabres home game in end of April against Chicago when it was Rick Jenner's last game he called for the Buffalo Sabres. And then me and my dad went to a preseason game against the Flyers. And then me and Natalie went to Sabres and Bruins in November for the Hockey Fights Cancer Night. So a lot of good Sabres. They're doing pretty good this year now. They had a kind of little stretch where like I was like, bro, like they can't win games at all. They went on like a 8-game losing streak, but now they started to pick it up more. They just beat Washington 5-4 in overtime last night. T.H. Thompson had another hat trick. Like, guy's insane. I should honestly, on FanDuel, I should put money on him to win the Rocket Richard right now. Or even the Hart possibly too, maybe. So sporting events, concerts. Let's see what else we got going on. I guess just getting out and doing stuff a lot. Like, you know, I went golfing I think this is the most golfing I've done this summer. I think, I went with Connor and Kyle and Mark quite a few times. I went with my girlfriend's parents and her brother back in July, and then we also did a nice tournament in Oakville, like back in September, I think it was, and then obviously the time I spent together with my girlfriend Natalie, and actually as of a few days ago on the January 1st, it has actually officially been 1 year since we've been dating. So Natalie, when you're watching this, cheers to you. And then I would say I guess I could say car meets too as well, because I mean, like, I did try to go to the Lundy's Lane meet as much as I could this summer, even though that was like the only weekly one going on. I mean, there was a couple events, like, you know, we finally had the Kinsman Car Show after 3 years of not having it, and then we also had the Virgil Firefighters one too as well. So those were two good car shows to have. And then so we got concerts, sporting events, cars, Natalie, and then let's see what's my last one. Probably, I guess, doing the Junior A commentating for after my first year with the Preds, and then I guess doing the Canada Summer Games too as well. That was a really fun and cool experience. And then so that's pretty much 2022 in a nutshell. And then so excited to see what happens with 2023. We're already 4 days in, and I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be a good year. I feel like everyone says that every year, like, oh, this is my year for sure. But no, I feel like this year will be good. But where do I want to begin this podcast off with? Well, I guess I'll kind of update some stuff. So yeah, so Christmas passed. It's a good Christmas. New Year's was good too. And one good thing, I guess it was an early Christmas present. So back at the beginning of December, we finally got good Wi-Fi now. So I could probably test it on my phone right now too, actually, because our Wi-Fi just went to shit one day. Our Wi-Fi just went to shit one day because apparently, like, it like just stopped working or whatever. Like all the bars on a router box were like, everything was blue except the internet one was red, and it just wasn't working. And I tried to reset it. Okay, now it's being stupid now. Okay, now it's telling me I'm only getting 8 and 11. That's okay. That's not what it's supposed to be. I feel like because I'm the farthest one away from the router. But actually no, I can just show the screenshot. I sent it to Connor and Kyle and Mark in our group chat because I was like, boys, I finally got good Wi-Fi, so I'm gonna have to worry about lagging it when we're playing like COD or something. Where is it? Oh yeah, right here. So this is I sent this like the day of. So 153 megabytes download and 136 megabytes upload, which obviously is a huge improvement than what I used to have, because before, like, my brother would used to like stop my downloads or like my update because so he could start his, because mine was causing his to be too slow. Oh, Canada just scored again. See that nice goal. So now Canada's really down 2-0 in this game. They scored 4 unanswered goals, so they better not. Okay, I'll be honest. The other day against Slovakia, I was kind of rooting for Slovakia to win, not because like I'm like rooting against my own country, but I just kind of want to see an upset, because sometimes Canada comes into this so cocky. Oh, they're calling in, I think, for an offside or goalie interference. That was Joshua Raw that scored. How do you score this one? Oh, they're seeing if it's offside. Or a Hamp. Oh, he's fine. But how do they even know to look back that far? Because, like, let's say the play went on for, like... Oh, that just chipped right out in front. Oh, 2 guys died over and he just roosted that backhand. Okay, yeah, they're not challenging it. So if Canada wins this, they'll play the Czech Republic for the gold medal after they got smoked like 7-2 the first game. Or was it 5-2 or 7-2? No, I think it was 5-2. Anyways, but Canada will have to look to get the revenge. They'll probably just have to have Connor Bedard to score all their goals if they want a chance of winning. So where am I going with this? So yeah, better Wi-Fi. That's a good way to start off the year. So now I can upload videos from home, which I have been doing. But yeah, the reason why I've mostly just been doing hockey videos is just because I don't have enough, like, not content to film, but I just don't know like what to film. I've been thinking about cracking out the gaming videos a little bit more, because playing Warzone is a lot more fun, and probably maybe some Madden too as well. I know people don't always like the gaming videos as much, but regardless, I still have fun making them. So I'll probably try to do more of those, because in the winter months, I can't really film a lot of BRZ car content. And again, nothing's new with my BRZ. Oh, actually, I guess I can. One thing I was doing, actually, I said this in a couple videos earlier. I was doing how many kilometers I've driven in my car each month. So this past year, I drove from January 2022 till December 2022. I drove a total of 17,946 kilometers. So basically, I'll pretty much round that up to basically 18K in a year, which actually is pretty much what I've normally been driving. Even when I had the Rendezvous, I've said this in videos before. I keeps taking his shirt off. What the fuck? Then usually I've been averaging like 20,000 per year, and then I was also, because I was driving to Niagara College too as well, pretty much every day for school. And I think I said in when I had the first anniversary of owning my BRZ, I think I said like I drove a total, I think it was pretty much almost 20,000 or a little bit over 20,000. And I think it was 2021. I think I drove like the least amount of kilometers, I want to say. Josh, still good for 8:30. Oh yeah, I told him and Kai, said we want to play COD earlier. Probably do some Warzone. Said yeah, just filming a podcast now. So I'll probably play some COD later with the boys. And then he said, what did he say? He probably said hype or lit. He said sick. Okay, I was sort of close. Um, where am I going with this stuff? Now, see, this is why I can't get distracted on podcasts because I always forget what I'm gonna say. Um, shit. Oh, actually, well, another thing. I guess I can update you on. So, one of my buddies from work, Ryan. He did this ordering off this site for a bunch of NHL jerseys. Him and a bunch of his buddies ordered some stuff. So he asked me if I was gonna order one. So I ordered a white Dylan Cousins jersey, and he just sent me. We ordered those like back in, I think it was middle of. I think it was middle of. I think it was middle of November. Ryan ordered them. So this will be my third Sabres jersey to go with my Middlestat, Olofsson, and now Dylan Cousins in the white new royal blue jersey. I wanted the goat head, the red and black one, but they don't really have any in the market right now. Even when me and Natalie went to the Sabres game back in November, they only had Krebs there and I think like Hinostroza. But I think if I am gonna get a goat head jersey, I'm thinking I'm probably gonna get Tuck, most likely. Or actually maybe Jack Quinn, maybe possibly too, but I think Dylan Cousins in the white jersey will be pretty sick. Canada and US scrapping again. So yeah, and then was it a big hitter? Oh, that's an easy hit. He just fell on his ass. What do they get so like pissed about that. That's just an open ice hit, and he just lost his balance. Then he tries to then this Duke guy tries to hit him, and you get like knocked in your ass. And he just called. I just read his lips. He just called him a fucking pussy. Typical. Now did you get he got a penalty for that Lipkin interference? Well, if Canada capitalizes on this, they pretty much secured the dub. But yeah, so anywho, back to that. Oh, and also another thing so Natalie got me for Christmas. She got me a record player. I'll show it to you quick now. She got me this for Christmas. It's pretty dope actually. So you can see right here. This thing's pretty dope. I would set it up for the podcast, but I usually put it on my desktop where I have it. Is Bedard sniping? Oh no, of course he missed the net. But yeah, I got a couple records for it, and it's under a bunch of stuff, but I don't want to get them out. So, and I bought a couple on Boxing Day too as well. So I have five total vinyls now. The first one I got was actually about 5 years ago. When one of my classes from Niagara College, we had it was literally a class just about guest speakers coming in to talk to us. And there's a recent grad girl who she works at a record company or something like that, and she gave us all a bunch of free records to have. So I ended up getting, it was like the Chainsmokers Memories album, the one with Something Just Like This on it, and then Natalie of course got me the Glass Animals Dreamland album. I'll show you this one. Point to a finger. There we go. The Dreamland album that they came out with 2 years ago. Shit. Oh, I just mangled up the camera. Okay, there we go. And then on Boxing Day, I ended up getting Judah and the Lions All Right album. And then one of Monsters and Men, because they had few of their songs from the NHL soundtrack. And then I also got Wiz Khalifa's first album with Black and Yellow on it and Roll Up and stuff. So I haven't given all of them a listen yet, so I'll probably listen. Usually, I probably will mostly mainly throw the records on. Usually either if I'm cleaning my room, I'll just kind of throw in some music too, even like on Spotify or whatever. Or if I'm like home alone or something, I'll just maybe like put it up, like set up in the kitchen. Just literally just plug into the wall. So I'll just have some like background music going on. I think it'd be pretty nice. So I'll definitely start to add to my collection a lot more now. And then I also have one ordered on the way from Amazon. It should be coming in, I think, in like a week or two. Is a Future Islands' newest album that came out, I think it's this past March. No. It came out 2 years ago. I think it's like Off the Record or something. I can't remember what their album's called, but but it has a bunch of their newest songs on it that they played at their show with have Hit the Coast for sure, and a few other songs too as well. So can't wait till that one comes in to add another to the collection, and then I'll probably definitely get a Hoodie Allen one eventually soon, and then probably get Foster the People, one of their albums if I can find them, or Amazon obviously, and then probably for my another top artist, definitely had it probably a Kendrick Lamar one too or something, depending which his albums I like best. So I'll keep the collection going, and then yeah, other than that, nothing else is like new-ish really. I mean, I'm in my football fantasy league right now, so I'm playing for the 7th place game because I kind of have to I kind of had a bit of a shitty draft. Like I think definitely because this is my first ever NFL football draft, so like I've like I know players here and there, but I didn't know who was like projected to like have a good season coming into it. Like my running backs are kind of I kind of drafted a little bad. I drafted Leonard Fournette first overall, or first round of my draft. I had like the 6th or the 7th pick. Probably should have drafted like Christian McCaffrey or probably Derrick Henry instead, because like Leonard Fournette, I only drafted him because of how well he did with Tampa Bay when they went on to win the Super Bowl like last year. Ooh, that could have ended bad. But yeah, usually I've gotten smoked. Like some games I've lost by like 20 points. My brother literally beat me by like a half of a point. Because we were literally that neck and neck in like the second last week. So he's playing for the 3rd place game right now, and then me and I think Evan are playing for the 7th place game. I'm pretty sure too, and then yeah. So I'm hoping the Bills can make a huge push in the playoffs. It's a little unfortunate that the Damar Hamlin situation is like I was watching that game. We were all watching it Monday night, and it's just like how crazy like the whole thing played out, because it just like there was so much build up to the game, and then obviously it had to end like that, which is just unfortunate. But I've heard reports say that he's progressing and it's heading in the right direction rather than being a lot worse than it could have been. So, and they don't know when they're gonna reschedule the game, because obviously if this game didn't mean anything, I think they probably would have just canceled it total. But this game is to see who gets first seed in the AFC, because I really want the Bills to have a bye week, which I'm hoping they could do. So again, it's tough to see now, because then they don't play till, well, I guess this coming Sunday at home against New England. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. Then the Sabres, we were going to try to go to a Bills game this year, but the tickets were just too damn expensive. So probably try to definitely go to one next season for sure. I've been talking to my dad and brother, and we want to go to we want to do a Bills road trip or Sabres road trip, like go see the Bills play somewhere where it's not too cold, obviously, or if the stadium's indoor. Like maybe go down to like Miami for a weekend if they play them like week 4 or 5 or something. Or go see the Sabres play like let's say if they're like a back-to-back and they do Florida then Tampa Bay, or like we go to Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, or you do Detroit, or not Detroit, if you do like what is it, like New York, the Rangers, and then the Devils, I think would be pretty cool. So we've been kind of talking about it. Maybe we'll plan something here or there, but we know we definitely want to do at some point a Sabres or a Bills road trip. Ideally, me personally, I would like to do the Sabres go the West Coast road trip, and you do like the San Jose, Anaheim, LA, or LA then Anaheim, I think, I think that would be pretty cool one day. I mean, the Sabres still haven't done their West Coast road trip, so maybe it could happen. I'm not promising anything. I'm just saying maybe it could happen. It's up in the air still, maybe. If I maybe make a bank on one of these sports bets one day. We'll see. So, Yeah, what am I at? What am I at? I'm bet you I'm probably at like 16 minutes, right? 25 minutes. Okay, wow. I didn't think I was talking for that long right now. I'll probably cut it short a little bit. I didn't know how long I was gonna make this podcast to be. Um, cause and sorry if this camera, I don't know why this camera keeps fucking autofocusing so much. Like, I wonder if, so look at that. I block out the TV and then it's not autofocusing. And as soon as I turn, then it starts autofocusing. I don't know. This new webcam I have, it's the quality's better, but I don't know why there's a preset autofocus on here. So it's really annoying actually. But yeah, I don't think, okay, no, I do not want to install updates right now. Oh, also, well, actually, so last night I saw Avatar with Natalie and her family. It was a pretty good movie, actually. I actually really enjoyed it. What I thought that it being like the long movie that it was, I thought it would like have its moments where it gets like, it feels like it gets a little boring. I mean, there was some stuff that maybe could have been trimmed down a little bit to make it like a 2 hour and 45 minute movie. But so far from the get go, it tells a little bit of the backstory about like, what's been happening since the first movie. And then after that, okay, is that the end of the second? Well, if Canada's got a 4-2 lead now, I think they should hopefully secure the dub. Again, if they don't, that'd be the biggest choke ever, I think, in World Junior quarterfinals. But regardless, enough about the game. So it was a really good movie. The effects were really good. The storyline was good. Action good too as well. I don't know if there's anything I'd change about it because again, like I'm still trying to remember stuff from the first movie. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I had a good time. If you haven't seen it, I suggest you go see it. But there's a lot of good movies coming out. Apparently, Fast and Furious 10, Part 1 comes out this year. The Transformers Rise of the Beast looks really good. Obviously, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania comes out in like a month and a bit. Then you have John Wick 4. And then you have, there's a movie called Oppenheimer coming out, which is based like on the atomic bomb, which looks pretty cool. We saw the trailer for that last night. And then you also have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 coming out in May. And then you have another Scream movie coming out. I don't know why they keep making them, but they just want to keep making money. So you got another Scream movie coming out. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, or Cross the Spider-Verse, whatever the fuck it's called, comes out too. There's another sequel movie or something, I think. But yeah, I think it's like the year for sequels and the trilogy movies that are to come out right now. And then also for Disney Plus wise, is Secret Invasion, I think comes out in end of January or middle of February, I'm pretty sure. But also series wise, I've been watching I just watched The Recruit on Netflix with Noah Centineo. I thought it was a movie, but it's an episode series. I actually really liked it. I saw the trailer for it about like a month ago, and I thought maybe it would have been like a stupid cheesy. It's like a CIA analyst, and he's like trying to uncover stuff and whatnot. But I actually really liked it. I think it's better that Noah Centineo is actually getting like legit good roles rather than just him playing like a high school kid in his like early mid-20s for like another cheesy romance movie. And then he was also in Black Adam, which I never saw because I heard it was just bad things about it. But it was really good. I suggest you go watch it on Netflix if you're looking for a new series. Also on Amazon Prime, season 3 of Jack Ryan came out with John Krasinski, so I'm rewatching the first, and I'm on the third episode of the second season right now. So once I watch that, then I'm going to start the third season. I also did watch the Reacher series, even though that came out beginning of last year. I started watching that because I think season 2 is supposed to come out soon, I think. Or I'm not sure if it's renewed for another season. I haven't really checked, but I enjoyed that so far. Other than that, there's no other really series I've been watching, because it's weird because like She-Hulk was the last Marvel Disney Plus series, which came out in August, and it went on to like beginning of October because it was a 9 episode series, or 8, I think. But it just feels like we haven't got anything in like forever, because then the Marvel movie that came out in November was Black Panther, and we haven't had anything since then. So usually they always would wait like a couple months span, but this feels like it's just we've had a long, almost like a too long of a Marvel withdrawal. Because I'm trying to think of what came out last year. Well, Hawkeye came out end of like November to like December. I'm trying to think what was beginning of this year or of last year. I'm trying to think actually. I don't even see. It's weird. It feels like I'm like drawing a blank because I can't remember right now. It could have been Falcon and Winter Soldier because that was 2021. Because that was the first couple series. Man, I'm like drawing a blank right now. I don't know why. It wasn't Loki because that was also summer 2021. Man, I feel like I'm drawing a blank right now. I can't think of because so 2022 was Miss Marvel, Moon Knight. What am I missing? I feel like I'm missing something. I can't just think of it. Like what other I'm looking at my Marvel portion now. I'm like what other characters did they have? Um, I don't even remember now. I feel like I feel like I'm stupid. I'm drawing a blank right now. I can't even think of anything right now. Oh well, whatever. But I think so. Secret Invasion is to come out the next one. Then I think there's Loki season 2 and What If season 2 are supposed to come out this year. Um, and I know they're getting a Daredevil series, but that's not supposed to come out for like a while. Um, I can't think of anything else. I mostly could just think of the movies right now. Is just Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania in February, and then Guardians of the Galaxy 3 in March, and then May, and then there's definitely whatever else comes. I think it's the Marvels with Captain Marvel and Miss Marvel, which will come out November or July, somewhere around that. I think. Again, I have to look back at my Marvel timeline because I can't really remember. But yeah, again, just a lot of good movies coming out. So a lot of stuff to see, a lot of stuff to do this summer. If anything other than that, like aside from movies that I have to look forward to, nothing I can put on the top of my head right now. I mean, again, obviously, if I know of any more, like trips or events happening, I will definitely let you guys know. But I guess this coming weekend, Natalie and I, so for our 1 year, we were up in Peterborough at her friend's place. So we spent our New Year's together with all of them. And then, but we're actually for our 1 year, we're going to go to the Falls View Indoor Water Park this Saturday. And then we're going to spend the night in the falls at the Keg and then probably go to the Chino later words and then stay over at the hotel across the street from the casino too as well. So it's going to be a fun weekend. I'm excited. And then, just hopefully Canada can secure this dub. And then I think the gold medal game will be on Friday night. And then we also got a Preds game to his Niagara Predators game to commentate this Friday. They play, I think, Tottenham or Streetsville. I gotta check the website for who they play. They were supposed to have a game against St. George on the 23rd, but they canceled it because of stupid bad weather. But now it's been like fucking raining. It's been raining nonstop since 2022 ended with rain and 2023 began with rain. It always happens in January. Like it always ends up just shitting rain like everywhere. But I'm sure, and it's weird. So actually, I'm gonna check. Okay, before I end this podcast, I'm gonna check the weather quick. So right now it's 2 degrees. Okay, let's look at the 10 days. So tomorrow, mostly cloudy, 5 degrees. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, high of 6. Friday, cloudy, high of 4. And then the next days in order: 2, 1, 4, 4, -1, -2, -2. Like that's like November weather, pretty much. Again, I'm not complaining. Again, I honestly, if we don't have snow for the rest of the year, I won't be complaining at all. Because again, I fucking hate the snow. Not even that I hate the snow. I just hate the cold. That's the main thing. I just hate the cold. So, So yeah, hopefully spring comes sooner than later. But again, knowing Ontario weather, it could be like no snow all of February and March, and then like April 12th we got a random like 3 inches of snow or whatever, and then it goes back to like -4 for a day, and then it melts in like 2 days times. But if that happens, then so be it. But if not, hopefully we don't have snow for the rest of until next winter. Then hopefully. But yeah, that's probably gonna do it for. Shit, I don't even remember what podcast I'm on right now. I am losing my train of thought. I think this is Mfren podcast number 26, or 27. But anyways, that's gonna do for this first podcast of 2023. I'll start to try to do these more frequently. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. And if you have a chance to get yourself some Happy Dad, hopefully they come to LCBO soon, or actually hopefully beer store, because I know that they said that if they have to bring them in LCBOs, they have to be vodka based, not malt based, because LCBOs take vodka based, beer stores take malt based. But in my opinion, the malt based ones taste better, especially when I'm drinking Hey Y'alls. Those compared to the vodka based, the malt ones go down so much cleaner. It's literally like one of the smoothest iced teas I've ever had. Pretty good, by the way. But that's gonna do for this podcast. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace out.